don't know if anyone's ever going to hear this, if anyone's going to find these tapes. But whatever they make of us, whatever they make of me, it's not me. I swear, it's not me.
Hey, Black.
Delphina, I need to talk to you. I have someone that I've grown to love. And I know he feels the same. However, our relationship is not something that can be spoken about aloud here.
I copy you, sister. Let's head out to the SL1. I gotta reorganize the OR anyways. You have to restock the floor after today's mission.
Alright, now that we're in here, we can get settled. Restock our stations while we discuss, well, my relationship with...
Let me guess. You and your mentor, Mr. Lucy, ain't it, Scarlett? I'm guessing that, well, with this news, your training's been going well.
No one calls him Lucy, Delphi. It's Luciel Unevi. We've gotten close. He's asked that I call him Novi. He's certified and registered as a military combat medic. He could be a valuable asset to our cause.
And this isn't because you like him or anything, is it, Scar? How's your training going, by the way? How many operations have you done solo under his supervision?
So far, I have assisted him in operating on more than a dozen or so patients who were in critical condition. He's only just begun to let me operate solo. I've done 5 operations with his supervision and only 1 without.
That sounds like he's starting to really trust your capabilities. Soon enough we'll be able to begin Phase 2 of our plan. When it gives you full authorization, we'll have greater access to the medicines that we aren't allowed to stock in surplus here. And that alone is enough to change the outcome in most of our operations.
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we could get more anesthesia and morphine, we'd be able to make more progress with our experimental procedures. Not to mention the authorized ones would be made a lot easier on our patients.
We can use your relations with him to our advantage. What Novi doesn't know won't hurt him. However, if you do believe that he would join in our cause, that would change the game entirely.
Delphina, I love him. I don't want to have to take advantage of him. But if our relationship can better the cause, I won't stop myself from loving him as our parents loved each other. But what if we get him hurt? What if we get him killed doing this?
Scar, do you remember what we said when we enlisted? That we will do whatever it takes to find the answers, that the ends will justify the means?
Does that truly apply here? I know that going into this to find the answers that death hides. As hides, we must not hide in the face of death. Our parents didn't, and we can't.
We won't. Look, if your love is as strong as Mom and Dad's, he'll follow you, and you'll follow him. No matter where you must go.
Even if it could kill him?
Even if it kills him. If he loves you, he would live for you. And he would die for you.
I think I understand it a little better now. Only time will tell how our relationship will develop. And I hope we get to enjoy being in love. You know?
Yeah. Regardless of what's to come, I'm happy for you, Scar. I just hope that the happiness lasts.
Is that someone outside knocking on the plane? Were you expecting company?
No, you know I don't like visitors who don't arrange a meeting first. Just shut yourself in the cargo hold and keep quiet. I got told earlier some investment guy was coming by. That might be him. Some business dude, seeing about some sort of assets. I'm gonna go see what he wants. Hi, you're the new investor, right? Oh, good. You got my radio signal. Scarlett, I need to talk to you about the patient we're housing at one of our off-grid spots.
Yeah. That lieutenant? Caden Bryan, right? The one who got clipped by a leftover explosive on that battlefield that hadn't been cleared? I can't believe he would throw himself to the wolves like that.
Actually, his last name is pronounced Byrne, by the way. His mission partner showed up at our facility soon after we left him to recover. When I went back to check on him for a follow-up, I got the chance to formally meet the two of them. They were both not supposed to be where they were when they were radioing in for assistance. Meanwhile, I'd already gotten the earful from Mission Control about them going AWOL when I reported in about the incident.
Oh, really? Are they dragging us into a grave we can't dig out of? Or are they the ones with one foot in the grave, and they need us to assist them in getting out? What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking, well, from what I understand, they're proposing a protocol to the board for fully authorized remains retrieval. Caden retrieves the remains while his buddy, sniper specialist Myers, covers him. Well, Myers kept insisting I call him Mystic, however, that's besides the point. I'm thinking that their protocol could be useful toward our cause.
Yeah. I actually think I read something about that on the bulletin board in the medic station. I wonder if they had to make pamphlets as we did with the S-01. They're calling it No Dead Man Left Behind Protocol. From what I read, their protocol would just give us the full authorization and justification we need to fly into active battlefields with extreme caution. Which we already do without authorization.
You got me there.
But this would give us the leeway to go to even more places we genuinely often don't go to before, due to the risk of severe reprimand.
Their protocol would open up a whole new league of injuries for us to treat, not to mention I've been discussing the logistics with Caden while he's been in recovery. He has a fascinating mind. I truly admire the way he thinks. That even death has a purpose, and he believes that purpose is to be a beautiful thing, that you can make something of it, and that core belief will be what ties our projects together.
Ooh, sounds like you have a bit of a crush on Caden, don't you, Delphina? If his purpose truly does align with ours in a way I think he and Mystic could prove fruitful when it comes to helping us achieve our goals and vice versa.
I do not have a crush on Lieutenant Byrne. I simply think he has an admirable way of thinking, despite being remarkably good-looking, and, well, he's quite remarkably funny, but that's beside the point. My personal feelings toward the man have nothing to do with the fact that his ideas could open the doors for all of us to have more creative freedoms with our practices.
Ooh, you do have a crush on him. This is just how you talked about that one kid in high school, the one in your science class. Only this one doesn't sound like a slacker that you'll have to tutor. Sounds like you finally met your match, sister. And a man who can be of use to us, no less. I'd say you're a match made in heaven.
Oh, don't jinx it. You're sounding delusional.
Although, he'll have to ask for my permission before he proposes to you.
What? Ha, 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 Scarlett. You know what? Ha, ha, ha. That was so funny. I forgot to laugh. You know, I'm glad you're the one who has inherited the limited amount of humor our family has provided. You could be funny enough for both of us. I bet Novi loves your sense of humor.
All right. Enough joking around. There's something you're not telling me, isn't there? You've got that look on your face when you want to talk about something, but at the same time you don't.
You sealed the doors, right? We're in the midst of Phase 2. We cannot have anybody eavesdropping.
Of course. Now you're starting to worry me, sis.
It's about the No Dead Men Left Behind protocol. This information does not leave the S-01. Do you copy?
Copy. What's up? What's got you so paranoid all of a sudden?
He's making something. Or, well, someone.
What do you mean he's making someone? What, is he pregnant with an alien that's gonna come bursting out of his chest like some sort of sci-fi horror movie?
Scarlett. He's gathering parts to make a super soldier. Hang on, the private comms are on in here. Let's go into the hold. First, I gotta turn this mic off for a bit. They haven't asked for my logs like ever, and I don't think we want this conversation recorded.
I'm sorry. All my years on the battlefield listening to explosions and crap have got me hardly hearing all of a sudden. Did you say he's making...
Scarlett, before you go, there's one more thing I gotta tell you. No, I'm gonna show you. How much time do you have?
I've got like 3 hours tops. Nobody's giving me a break for once. He's training some new cadets with the superior officer. He said I'm good enough to miss out on it. If I'm honest, it caught me off guard. It was like he was kind of insisting I go play hooky, which really isn't like him.
That doesn't sound weird at all. Did he say anything about the superior? Like what they specialize in or something? I will say the thing I gotta show you, it's a little bit of a drive, but if we fly overhead, I can land us on the dirt road near the spot, and we can just be in and out.
No, he didn't say anything about her. Really. He said that she's from out of our jurisdiction, though. From the way he talked about it, she's one of the best. He learned from her a few times as a rookie. What's with the sudden field trip, coach?
No backtracking. That didn't strike you as odd? That he would insist you go shoot the breeze while everyone's working? I'm starting to think that wasn't him giving you that order, if you catch my drift.
You don't think that it's... Mom wouldn't do something like that. We haven't seen or heard from her and Dad in years. Why would she pull me out of training?
Unless she knew that you already knew what was being taught.
Why don't you sound surprised? What's going on, Delphina? Where are we going?
Listen, it's better if I just show you. You see that clump of files taking a nap in my co-pilot seat? Pick it up and, do some light reading, won't you?
Project Lazarus? Operation Lazarus. Emergency code BLACK? Lazarus? Jeez, these are enough protocols to fill a small novel. What's SLS stand for? St. Lazarus ship? The Navy is on in this? Residents of Lazarus? House of Lazarus? Dude, what the hell did you find? Why are our parents' names, our uncle, our aunts? Dude, our whole family is listed in these files. There's some names of family, friends, parents in here. Dude, what the hell? We are listed in these files. Scarlett Hyde and Delphina Hyde. Some of these are dated before and after we were born. How is this possible?
Take a breath, Scar. You're having the same reactions I had this morning. Sit down, strap yourself in, and do some more light reading while I take us where I found these.
Yeah. I'm starting to get the understanding that you know about as much as I do. I know you're not the biggest fan of reading case files. I bet you got halfway through before you radioed me.
This morning, while I was taking a joyride, I tapped into a weird distress signal. To be honest, I thought it was you at first because the channel was your birthday plus mine together. I landed and cleared this weird-looking mansion. No one was inside.
Yeah. I'm sensing a big butt is coming.
There was an old-school radio rigged up in the basement. hooked up to the TV that had its own giant satellite in the area that I passed on my way over. I'm guessing that's where they got the juice from. On the TV, prepare for Operation Lazarus, and in the kitchen, the only place with the lights left on, boxes full of these folders. I grabbed a few and headed out. Otherwise, I would have been late this morning for check-in. But you get the idea.
You're telling me there's more of them? These weren't the only files. There are?
That's why we're going back. Right now, before whoever left them comes back and takes them. I only took the ones I skimmed through. The box had different last names on each. I saw Hyde, and I knew something was up.
We need to get those files. All of them. Did you get clearance to go back out?
You know it. I had to make sure we both got our breakfasts and punched in or punched out, whatever the hell they want to call it. We have, the green light, as they say. And I've secured clearance for a passenger, so we're definitely set.
Well, let's get ready for liftoff. Aye, aye, Captain.
Har, har, har. Alright. I'm gonna radio in so they know we're leaving. You know the rule.
Watch what I say in the air, 'cause that's when Big Brother Air Force is listening. We've got this.
I sure hope so. Alright, I'm turning the radio on. Air traffic control. This is medical pilot Delphina Hyde of the S010R, requesting departure clearance.
Looks like you're already ready and cleared to go for S010R. We've got the runway on standby.
Thank you, Control. We'll be approaching now and should be back in a few hours. Just making a quick run.
Godspeed, SO1. Weather's supposed to get rough out there today. May the winds have mercy on you. Fly safe. Over and out.
Thanks, Uncle Spags. Good to hear you back on the comms. Delphina Hyde, over and out. Alright, that's the last of them. I'm glad we checked out those numbers on the back of that file. They looked like coordinates. I'm glad we took the shot in the dark and came out here.
Who would have thought we'd find an abandoned laboratory? And of course we get more files to sift through on our days off. Seriously, if I wanted to be a librarian, I would have signed up to be a librarian.
On the bright side, at least we're actually going to gain something from this. Someone left those coordinates for someone to find. Someone wants that lab found.
Or does someone want the truth found? Either way, we're gonna figure this out one way or another. It definitely seems like somewhere in these files there are answers as to where our parents disappeared to, like 10 years ago.
Who knows what else we're gonna find in these? Some of these research files have Mom's handwriting on them, but I don't think that she wrote those coordinates.
Yeah. The way she writes her numbers, like here on this form, compared to that writing on the back of that folder that led us here, they're definitely not written by the same person. But the writing does look familiar.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the fives, they kind of remind me of the way that Aunt Alice wrote fives on the envelopes of the postcards that she would send every now and then. You know, when she'd go on quote-unquote vacation.
I think I actually have one of those in my travel bag. I have a ton of photos from home, and I brought this one with us once upon a time, because I liked the photo of the tropical islands. Hold on. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, look, the spacing, the handwriting, Aunt Alice wrote those coordinates. But why? I don't know too much about the Willow Warden siblings. Do you think Tanya knows anything about this? I mean, we used to be pretty close. You'd think she'd tell us about something like this.
Yeah, there is no way that Tanya knows. She's busy being a mom and playing house. Last time I checked, from what I know, Tanya went low contact with her mom after the second marriage, turned 18, moved out, and enlisted, met Mr. Right somewhere along the way, had the big white wedding, and you can guess the rest. Though, she does talk to her half-siblings around the holidays, and they were in the bridal party, so who knows what they know.
I don't know how much those kids would know. Though I think Tanya and Void both put in their covert operations. So yeah, you got a point. Who knows what they know, or what information they learned. Depending on what they got assigned, I remember seeing T, their middle sister, at her wedding. Wasn't she a mechanic?
Yep. T's a really good one, too. Though, I don't think her wife's a mechanic, though. I remember Christy's uniform being kind of like Aunt Alice's and Mom and Dad's wedding photos. That means they were probably in the same unit, but by now Aunt Alice Willow is definitely a high-ranking official, or wherever she is.
Alright, let's take a beat and talk about what we know. And then we can talk about what we don't know. We need to map all of this out. These documents have way too much information.
You're right about that. We have to figure this stuff out fast, though, because we already know that someone wants us to find this stuff out, but we also know that someone doesn't. I've already got a vocal warning, but I also got a letter from someone in the LHR department saying that if I do not cease from interfering with their official business, I will receive an other-than-honorable discharge. And, doing the math, considering they haven't warned you yet, I don't think they know that you're a part of this, so...
Dude, that OTH stuff is no joke. I don't think there will be any coming back from it. There are only two scenarios that are dished out. One is for those going undercover, and the other nonchalantly blacklists you from the military. So yeah, you need to give me a heads up if they give you another warning about going into no-fly zones. I gotta start covering my tracks. I don't want to get kicked out before I finish what we started.
I've been smart. I've been clearing my flight logs and storing my comm recordings separately. One goes in our storage, the other gets turned into HQ. No one should ever hear this but us. Well, unless something goes wrong. They only caught and warned me because some ground troop with their half-busted tank passed through. Speaking of which, I gotta tell you who I ran into. But if I weren't there, you know, at the wrong place at the right time or whatever the heck, a few good men probably would have died of infection on the road.
Oh, you are totally doing that thing where you ramble and beat around the bush. You wouldn't bring this up if it weren't important. Also, why are you out in a no-fly zone when you're on active duty? I thought we agreed to limit the dangerous trips we take. And especially make sure we take them together. Delphina, you could have gotten seriously hurt.
Yeah, I get that. I'm sorry. I've been mainly going to the outskirts of battlefields during my free time. I swore I saw Caden carrying someone from the field the other day, but I lost sight of him. That's when I landed and took a look around the field. And I found a leftover militia accompanied by a tank crew. Half of them are injured, the other half trying to fix the tank so they could ride it back to base, but one of the crew, I think they called him Stone, was poking fun at his buddy's last name, which happened to be Unhide.
Oh my god. No way. Wait, isn't that French? What relatives do we have who married someone French?
Guess which one of Dad's brothers it is. And I'll get us both a drink and a pack of smokes when we get back to base.
Alcohol? Contraband? That sounds like a hint.
Yep. Uncle Robin got himself a third wife.
No way. What's the name of son number 3? Let me guess. William something Unhide?
Actually, he prefers to be called Drew. That's his middle name. Oh, his family.
Oh, that's rich coming from him. 3rd time's the charm, huh? He falls off the face of the earth, marries some French chick, and decides to have another son, and name him Will, and now he has yet another son who doesn't want to be called Will.
Oh, the irony. Alright, back on task. From what we gathered, both our parents and their siblings all have some sort of involvement with a series of covert and undercover operations done in the name of Lazarus.
Isn't Lazarus the only other person in the Bible to come back from the dead? He was called from the grave by Jesus, and he simply walked right out of his tomb.
Wait, hear me out. What if Lazarus isn't just an undercover operation? What if it's a covert investigation unit? This explains why they've been sending us letters we don't understand, telling us to stop investigating them, as it messes with their investigation.
I mean, judging by what I've read from their files, in the past, they've gone in covertly to investigate laboratories that have done more or less experimented with the concept of resurrecting a body, regardless of the amount of time passing after their death.
Well, as of, modern day today, I can only think of a few companies that would make sense for them to be investigating, all hush-hush. And the one at the top of my list would be that place, what was it called? SPOC? I took an intern tour of one of their campuses during college. They have entire buildings, departments dedicated to human DNA research. Their basements, honestly, they look more like a morgue than a lab, and I'm talking it looks like they do extensive research with questionable experiments to back it.
So they've been operating on cadavers. What's the focus of their research?
They claim they're studying human DNA pre- and post-mortem. It looks like they dissect people like lab rats. Even for me, it's uncanny.
That sounds like an odd display of science. Do you think they're experimenting on living subjects? What are you... There's no way someone's out there. Delphi, besides, who would even... You don't think...
I think someone from one of the labs that Lazarus is investigating has been tailing us every now and then. I swore I saw a combat truck with a weird logo on it. I didn't get a good look, so I don't know what company. We haven't even been activated into the Lazarus program, well, yet.
Why would they be tailing us? Do you think they want the planes? Or do you think they somehow found out about our research?
I caught someone snooping around the plane a couple of weeks ago, but who knows? The only way that they would know anything about what happens in our ORs is if they've been eavesdropping on our conversations, or they broke into the cabin and listened to any of our tapes. I didn't see anything out of place, so no one has the keys to this cabin's lockbox but me, and I don't know.
We should unplug the mic and head to the cargo hold, just to be safe.
You are reading my mind.
Knock knock, how's the bride-to-be? You almost ready? First looks in 5 minutes, though. Isn't it bad luck to see the bride before the wedding?
Oh, since when has this family been traditional?
I don't know, since the entire family decided to enlist in the military. You're being quiet. It's your wedding day, Delphi. What are you... Oh, yeah, the assignment.
I don't understand why I have to be the one who gets full-blown investigated and discharged over some literal bullshit!
Holy shit! Calm down, Bridezilla. What did that wine glass ever do to you?
I get quote-unquote discharged, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting ordered to move and have my wedding on some island no one in our family has ever heard of.
I only followed through because it seemed like the only way to get my job back. Plus, well, it was implied that our parents would show their faces as they gave the order alongside the Lazarus Foundation. I just want to be happy for a day. Is that so much to ask?
Not at all, Delphi. But in this day and age, it's wishful thinking. I'd say you're delusional, but the love you and Caden have isn't a delusion. At least you have that. Speaking of which, how did your talk with Novi the other day go?
Oh, he was just asking me about your shoe size, yeah. He's thinking about, getting you a new pair of, combat boots. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ignore the fact that you're obviously lying and being a little weird and switch the subject. Do you really think that discharge was just a ploy to get you undercover at Lazarus? What are we gonna do if something goes wrong? Delphi, I talked to some of the locals, and something doesn't seem right about this place.
Listen, if most of our folks are all just a no-show, but, well, most of our cousins do show, if Mom and Dad don't show, I have the S-02 waiting on standby.
How the hell did you get that thing here?
I didn't. They did.
Why? Why on earth would they move and store our plane? Is that why the board seemingly threw the book at you?
They wanted it to look like I was incompetent, like I lost the plane. In reality, you and I both knew that I knew where it was up until someone hijacked it.
That was probably someone from the Lazarus Foundation. Honestly, they probably could have borrowed the plane if they had just asked you nicely.
The only reason they disclosed its location was in case something went wrong with this mission, but honestly, we should just shotgun the wedding and hop on the plane and get out of Dodge and get off grid.
Okay, maybe not the shotgun wedding. Some of us spent good money on doing our makeup and getting our nails and hair done. You yourself included. Come on. At least milk the festivities while we can, right?
You've got a point. I don't want any of the money we spent to go to waste. Alright, how does this first look thing work again?
Well, the photographer should be here any minute. But you've got your camera going. Should I just go get him and let you guys have the room?
Alright, that sounds good to me. You can come in.
You know, I kinda expected you to be in a uniform, all suit and cap kinda deal, but my God, that dress. You look...
Like one of those weird decorative swans?
Well, I was gonna say like a princess. The tiara suits you more than a veil.
Princess of disaster, more like it.
Del, what's got you all pouty?
I'm not pouting.
I may be standing behind you, but I could see that pout in the mirror. There you are. Look at me. What's wrong?
Can you just hold me for a little while? I don't want this moment to end. I'm scared.
You? Scared? This is new. Scared of what? I hope you're not scared of marrying little old me.
I'm scared of what's supposed to happen next.
Okay. Now you're confusing me. Is this about the Lazarus crap?
Are you two almost ready?
Yeah, just a few more minutes. Caden, no matter what happens after we're married, my commitment is to you, to our family, not to them.
You know I love it when you talk like it's all life and death. No fair teasing me before the ceremony.
I am not teasing you. This is serious. I love you too much, and I'm quite frankly sick of you being in danger.
Tough luck, darling. You're marrying a military man.
Stop! That tickles!
Oh, that's something I could have gone my whole life without seeing. Ugh. Save it for the honeymoon. Everyone's waiting in the other room. Groom.
Alright, that's my cue. I'll see you in there, Delphina. Mwah.
Ugh, men.
Men.
Look at you. You're finally smiling. Our last-minute guest just got here. Photographer's ready. Are you ready to get the show on the road, sis?
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Lazarus. Code Black Lazarus. Code Black Lazarus. Code Black. Code Black Lazarus. Code Black Lazarus.
Honey? Oh, God. No. This can't be happening right now. We've been so careful. How? How did you get bit?
When we fought off the last horde, it happened when I pushed you back and killed that undead before you could get hurt.
Why would you do that? You know I need you here with me. I can't do this without you.
No! You have to go on without me. You need to find your sister. We agreed on this. You promised me, and you will keep that promise. And this is final.
I mean, are you talking about when we said that if one turns, the other will contain them and come back to cure them? But Novi, it should have been me that this...
I could never let this happen to you. You know that, my love. And you must keep going.
I can't just leave you here. What if someone kills you before I come back?
Tie me up here. Nothing will happen. I promise you.
Okay. I will come back for you. I love you so much. And I'm so sorry that the love we have has put you in such a terrible situation. I wish my mother had trained me better for this.
Don't ever apologize, Scarlett. We would have found each other, even if things have happened differently. You are the one that I had chosen to have for the rest of my life. Can you reach into my pocket? I have something I was going to give you when we got to safety. But I suppose now is the only time I can do this.
Novi? Is this a ring?
Marry me, Scarlett Hyde. We can marry when you come back. We can find a way to live our lives together despite all of this.
Of course I would marry you. I could never marry anybody else. You're the one I love. We need to go back to him. We have to go back. I finally have a cure, and the one person I absolutely must use this on is Novi.
Scarlett, you need to calm down right now. We can't rush over there without making sure it's clear first.
Calm down? Calm down? This is calm. I'm as calm as I can be, Delphina. I have to cure him. We promised. I need him back, Delphine.
Okay. We will leave as soon as we can to go and get him soon. Let's just get our stuff together first so we're prepared for anything that comes our way.
Novi, honey, I'm here. I'm back. I have a cure for you. It's going to be okay. You'll be okay. Come on. Come on, work. Work, damn it.
Scarlett, you need to get back.
No. It's going to work. It has to work. Please, please work.
Scarlett, I said get back. Now. That is an order. It's not working. It's too late. You need to let him go.
You don't understand.
All right. Hey, look at me. Don't look at him, look at me. What don't I understand?
We were going to get married. We were going to find a way to live through this. We were supposed to be together.
Since when did he... What?
This can't be happening. I need him. Delphina, please. I can't lose him. I need him.
What are you talking about? What do you mean by getting married? When on earth did you get engaged?
He got bit. He got bit protecting. He proposed to me when I tied him up, after telling me to remember our promise. I said yes to him. I love him.
Scar, if you love him, you need to let him go.
Let him go? How am I supposed to do
By
that?
doing what he asked you to do. Live. If you need to, you rely on me. That is how it was before all of this crap. We are sisters. We're supposed to rely on each other. I got you. I got you. You can fall apart right now. Don't worry, sis. I got you.
I don't know what to do.
Scarlett? Scarlett? Scarlett, can you hear me? Shoot, she's out cold. Alright, let's get her up on my back. Alright. Shoot, it's raining out. Oh, he sure as hell ain't staying there. Last thing you'd want to wake up to is, him. When's this nightmare gonna end? Let's just get inside this garage before it starts raining puppies and kittens. Alright, let's get you settled. I'm gonna go find some blankets and some candles. You stay put.
No, don't go.
My guts tell me the stress made her pass out, but here we go. That's much better. We can wait out the storm, and in the morning, we can bury him. I hate this for you more than you know. I'll try to stay awake the best I can. I don't think the dead are gonna come knocking. This place is beyond cleared out.
We need to do something. We need to stay there.
Just go to sleep, Scar. Just go to sleep.
Nobi! We need to get Nobi somewhere safe until we can save him.
You know that's not going to happen, Scar. He's gone. You need to accept that. I'm sorry. But if that cure from the lab didn't work, then it's been too long. His body's too decomposed. The infection's taken hold. He's not Novi anymore.
But I can't just leave him there, Delphi. He's my fiancé.
I know. No matter how much I understand, how much I feel how raw and real your pain is, you need to understand that it's over for him. It's time for you to let him go.
You don't mean...
I do.
Delphi, I can't do that to him. No, I won't do that to him.
You have to, Scarlett. It is the only way that he's going to be able to rest. He is out there suffering right now. Whatever promise you made with one another was made out of sheer optimism in a world that's falling apart. The world fell apart, and all you wanted to do was hold on to each other. Trust me, I know the feeling. But all you were doing was prolonging the suffering that you were both going to have to endure. You have to end it. Now.
But what if there's even a small chance he's still... I don't know if I can do this. But... Okay. Okay. I'll do it. I'm sorry I couldn't save you sooner, my love. I give you mercy.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black. Alright, that's last of them. Scarlett will be fine, she can handle herself. Left in our secure location. I need to get to higher ground. I need a better signal.
Lazarus, this is SPOX. Do you read me? Over.
Just a bit further. I got a signal.
Lazarus, I repeat, do you read me? Over.
Alright, how do I get this thing to work? This radio's not like the other ones.
Anyone from Project Lazarus, do you copy? This is Naval Colonel Hyde of the SLS. Do you read me? What is the status of the package and what is the status of the lab?
Uncle SPOX, is that you? House at the St. Lazarus ship, do you read me? I read you loud and clear. This is reappointed medical cargo pilot Delphina Hyde of the S-010R. The package is compromised. I repeat, the package is compromised.
What do you mean, compromised? What happened to the package? Where are you stationed? We will arrange evacuation for you and your people as soon as we receive clearance to enter the quarantine.
Yes, I repeat, the package is compromised. Upon several investigative missions, the package has been proven compromised and overrun. We cannot access the package. It is lost, and we would need assistance to retrieve it. As for the lab, SPOX has been overrun and taken by unknown assailants.
If the S-010R is gone or overrun, where have you been operating, soldier? What of these unknown assailants? I repeat, what is the status of the lab?
We have repurposed a series of houses and manors on the southern eastern coast of the main island, and we've readied a runway and a helipad for evac. Securing aircraft has been difficult. It's Lord of the Flies down here.
Sounds like it's been all puppies and kittens, huh, soldier? You're dodging my question, though. Who are the assailants, and what have they done to the lab?
It seems that they've confiscated the vast majority of the medicine available to the public alongside most of the supply drops. They've been using the name of SPOX-II Labs to carry out whatever materialistic orders they deem necessary. Colonel, I need to ask you, do you know if there's any other operatives that have been dispatched to these islands?
That's a negative, soldier. From the looks of it, a majority of the survivors are civilians or they were formally assigned to where they were when the blast hit. We have no known record of any survivors from SPOX-II Lab's initial explosion. No one should have survived a blast of that magnitude. They're all supposed to be dead.
What do you mean supposed to be? Colonel, were those explosions intentional? What are you not telling me? Are you sure that we're the only unit here?
That's what I just stated, Delphina. Are you stating they are claiming to be military, or are they claiming to be SPOX personnel?
Honestly, it's looking like we've got all of the above, Colonel SPOX. Some of these people have been proven to be incredibly hostile towards outsiders. There are multiple claims of territory from multiple groups of survivors. The largest of the groups is on the prison island far southwest, nearest to the lab we were assigned to investigate.
We have briefly encountered those who refer to themselves as Spock and those who claim to be from a higher-ranking military authority.
I've heard enough. We're heading out at dawn. We aren't waiting for clearance. If these calculations are correct, we should reach your location in approximately 9 days. Do you think you can hold out until then?
I'll do my best to help keep the family together and keep the rest of us alive. We lost a few souls already after everything went down. Just a few days ago, we lost a good man. I'm hoping your math is wrong and you get here sooner. Uncle Spax, aren't you glad you missed my wedding?
We're moving out in the morning, You can scout the island on one of the choppers if you're that anxious. Rob can go with you. I know he's dying to get out of retirement.
Who is that? Did you just say Art? Art as in Arthur? Is my father there with you on that ship? Dad? Dad, are you there? Say something! Hello? It's only been a decade since I've heard from you.
Ah, shoot. This thing is still on. Listen, kid, we'll try to be there soon. Just hang in there. Over and out.
Oh, now who's dodging the questions? Uncle Spax, can you hear me? Damn it! What the hell did our parents get us into? Them making us have a destination wedding, here of all places. Something's just not right. Somebody planned all of this, I just don't have the proof yet. The sun is rising. I have to finish checking the highway in this area. If Tanya had taken her family down the main road, they could have run into that group. They could be in trouble. I have to find them before somebody else does.
Please, don't shoot us.
Son of a... They're cornered. I need to circle them. I have to get behind that dude and take the shot. I can't miss. I give you mercy. Wait. Shit! Tanya, wait! Get down! Get down! I'm sorry. We were behind schedule. Some panel tried to block our path, but we got with him. Oh no. Sasha Willow Warden, I give you mercy.
What on earth is going on with Practical? Why on earth is he trying to pull me away by myself?
Practical's motives are as unclear as his allegiance to the family. I felt something off about him for a while.
It does appear that he wished to bring Scar aside for a malicious reason of sorts. He knows our protocol. Why else would he be trying to bring her somewhere potentially dangerous?
William, what do you think he had planned? You were there when he first tried talking to me before I moved us to speak with Delphi.
Well, It seems the only reasonable and obvious answer would be that he wished to get you alone to kill you. Or perhaps give you to another group to earn their favor. Or maybe draw you out enough to even get someone or something else to kill you for him. So then he could blame it on another group.
If he was going to attempt on her life, we must make a plan of action to learn what atrocious plan he had planned. It's surely an interesting concept if he wanted her kidnapped instead of dead. There are lots of possibilities to consider.
Why would someone be after my life? Do we think there is any hope that he truly wanted to handle things and just chose a harsh approach?
Absolutely not. There was definitely some sort of malicious motivation behind his thoughts. Whether he wanted to hurt you or have us hurt someone else, at the end of the day, his behavior isn't very practical, pun intended. Scarlett, you can't deny that you're also suspicious of him. We walked in on you questioning his motives.
I suppose you're correct. I'm worried. What if he's trying something on the family? What if he tries to instigate something with someone from another group?
If he were to attempt any heinous actions towards this family, we need to be ready and have a swift as well as decisive counter to him and whomever he may be allied with.
Should we radio the company and tell Mr. Finnegan? Let him know of this probable betrayal so he knows to keep an eye out?
Well, as you know, I've been keeping in regular contact with our favorite CEO, but funny enough, they're not too fond of practical, and the way he snoops in their area without authorization, I will be giving them the go-ahead to neutralize him as they see fit, if he decides to show his face in their territory again. So, as soon as our discussion is over, I will get on the roof for a clear signal and give Mr. Finn a shout, per se. Do we know of any known acquaintances that Practical has outside of the house? Anyone that we have to be wary of?
Not that I know of, at least. William?
I happened to notice that he does seem to be more familiar with this Creaksall fellow than he lets on. When they spoke, it was as if they were frenemies, hostile enough to seem angry with one another, with a tone that suggested they could have known each other even before the blast.
We need to regroup and figure out our next course of action. Something about the two of them, alongside Spock's regular patrols of our jurisdiction, just something isn't right. Until then, we stay on high alert. Remember to use your cameras from the wedding wisely. Hit record whenever you see something that just isn't adding up. Copy?
Copy.
Bombs bombs, and their bombs, and their guns. In your head, they are crying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie.
For S01OR, we've already... Shit. Godspeed, SO1. Chat. I keep reading it wrong. Bro, you can't be serious, you can't be... Over and out. I said that too high-pitched. There's no way, bro. Godspeed, SO1. Shit! Where are you stationed? We will arrange Excavation? What the fuck am I saying? Where are you stationed? We will arrange What? Dude, I sound like I'm reading a YouTube video, bro. Evacuation for you and your people as weird. If the S01OR... If the S01... If the S01... I'm speaking too high-pitched. Time to drink a beer. I was speaking too high-pitched at the start. I was born to be a content creator, and unfortunately I'm forced to... Taking a break to beatbox. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ah, shoot, this thing is... Fuck.
I don't know. Since the entire family decided to live... What's wrong with their head? Okay, maybe not the shotgun wedding. Some of us spent good money on our Okay, maybe not the shotgun wedding. Some of us spent good money on doing our makeup and getting our nails and hair done. You yourself included. Come on. At least milk the festivity. What? Well, the photographer should be here any minute. But I've got your camera going, so Fuck, bruh. Well, Whoa. Holy shit, that is something I could have gone my whole life without seeing. Save it for the honeymoon. Ugh. Everyone's waiting in the other room. Groom?
I don't understand why I have to be the one who gets full-blown investigated and discharged over some literal bullshit! I get quote-unquote discharged, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting ordered to move and have my wedding on some island no one in our family has heard of. I only followed through because it seemed like the only way to get my job back, plus it was implied our parents would show their faces, as they would, give it the... I get quote-unquote discharged, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting ordered to move and have my wedding on some island no one in our family has ever heard of. I only followed through because it seemed like the only way to get my job back. Plus, well, it was implied our parents would show their faces, as they gave the order alongside the... he was just asking me about your... shoe size, yeah. He's thinking about getting you a new pair of combat boots. You've very, very big feet. Oh shit. Listen, If our folks are all no-show, but most of our cousins do show, if Mom and Dad don't show, I have the S-02 and I'm waiting on standby. Blah, 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 blah. You've got a point. I don't want to waste any of the money that we've spent. Blah, blah, blah. Princess of...
Testing. Bleh. Oh, fuck, I forgot to pull up the Google Doc. You know, I was gonna say, son of a... I may be standing behind you, but I can see that pout in the mirror. That sounds like a dick, dude. What the fuck? I may be standing behind you. What a fucking creep. Why am I standing behind? I may be standing... I'm gonna sound like a robot. I may be standing behind you, but I can see that pout in the mirror. I may be standing... Let me fucking listen to this again. Shuffle. There you are. Look at me. What's wrong? There you... I don't like hearing myself. There you are. I lost where I was in the Google Doc. There you are. Look at me. What's wrong? There you are. Look at me. The voices in Discord won't fucking stop. I may be standing behind you, but I can see that pout in the mirror. There you are. Look at me. What's wrong?
Would you like to buy my wares?
Pussy. What was the line? Shuffle. There you are. Look at me. What's wrong? You scared. What the fuck? I hope you're not scared of me. I hope you're not scared of marrying... I need to take out my headphones. I hope you're not scared of... There you are. Look at me. I fucking hate commas. Like, how long is each of the fucking pauses? God, I'm so illiterate. You scared? This is new. Scared of what? Hope you're not scared. Honestly, when I said you scared, it reminded me of Gojo going, you crying? You scared? This is new. Scared of what? I hope you're not scared of mirror. Oh mate, you scared? This is new. This isn't new. You scared? This is fucking. You know I love it when you talk like. You know I love it when you talk like a small. Like monitoring.